Yo yo yo, what up guys? It's Gray back here with another video. Tonight we're gonna be finishing up what we were working on in part 2 of this video of the Toro data series. So last time what we did was we normalized the MySQL database into our cloud Firestore document structure. And then, so now what we have to do is import it into our Cloud Firestore database that serves our mobile application that is now live in the App Store. Toro, let's go. I'll drop the link to that in this video. You could also find it on toroeats.com. Down here, you can go to the App Store. Let me confirm that this works. Okay, that doesn't work. So yeah, I guess part of this video will also be cleaning this up as kind of like a wrap-up final series for Toro. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. In the last video, we had created this normalizer script, which essentially took all of our MySQL data that we had from OpenMenu. We got a data dump from them, so what we did was we wrote the normalizer to go through all the restaurants, all the menu items, put those into JSON structure. As you can see here, we have these restaurants and this very large file of dishes that like fails to open because there's so many records. But if you want to see how we did that, you could obviously go back and watch the last video. I'll leave a link to that as well to go back to part 2 to see where we put this together. I think offline I made some changes here. Forgive me for working and not recording. Sorry, I'm new to this, but yes, I made some changes here. Some changes that I made were incorporating the hours onto the restaurant. The last script didn't do that, and then we also just improved performance because with that came some more complex joins, as you can see here. When I go to the normalizer, when we come down to the main method, you can see some changes that we made in the process restaurants function in particular. So we get all of our unique restaurants, so we're not just getting because for this in the open menu there's chain restaurants at multiple addresses and we want to get all of those. I think the original scraper that we had was doing that, but yeah, this is where it gets a little bit more complex here. So now what we're doing is there's a separate table that we didn't go over last time that we got from OpenMenu right here called operating hours, and what this does is it's linked by this OMF ID we discussed in the last video, that each restaurant has a unique OMF ID, and that ties it to all the menu items in the menu items table as well as the menu groups table. Menu groups were like appetizers, dinner, entrees, things of that nature. So the way of the structure of this table is it goes, each record has an OMF ID linking to the restaurant, and then in there it has the day of the week, so like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then has an open time and close time. So what we're doing is we're selecting and grabbing all those where we have the OMF ID is in, so this in right here checks to see if this OMF ID is in this list of all of these OMF IDs that we have right here from all of our unique restaurants. So we're gonna grab all of these hours, and then what we do after that is then we group hours by the OMF ID, which links to the unique restaurant. So that's happening right here, this dictionary where we group those hours. And then same things here, we process all the restaurants same way. We added a line here to get the OMF ID row, so then that way we can use it to look up our dictionary that we created right here, a little lookup table. So you can see right here, location hours, hours by restaurant, we get that. Default to an empty array right here. That's what the second argument is. And then we format those business hours in a certain way that we want. So we want them to be in this format here. This is in our Cloud Firestore database. We want them to look like, you know, Monday 8 a.m. because in the application it looks, it displays as such. So that's how we do that. So yeah, what we're doing there is we're calling this format business hours function, which essentially just returns that structure that we want right here. And then if we go back, that function then gets called, and then we store in this business hours that we then put into our document that we're then throwing and exporting out to here. So yep, I've got all these files here and it's ready to import. So let's go back over to the importer script that we had built in the last video and let's just walk through this to kind of make sure we have an understanding of what's going on here, because this is a lot of data and it could be it could cause issues, and we just don't want anything to go wrong. And if anything does go wrong, we want to be able to fix it. So we want to build a robust importer script. I was thinking of like tagging all of the restaurants, categories, and dishes with like open menu true, so that way we can just easily decipher those records from the other ones in the database. But a good way to always start reading code and going over code is to find the main method. If you're in Python, like we're in Python, like we come down here and this is the main method of the program or function. And then, so what we're doing is we're just parsing some arguments, like where we have our service account, JSON for Firebase gives us the credentials to create a client on our Firebase cloud Firestore. And then, it's just like output if you want. So we parse those arguments, create the importer, and then we import data. This is the beef right here. So let's go to this import data function. So we import all that normalized data to Firebase, which is all these JSON files. So essentially what happens is it takes that data path that we send in, defaults to output, which as you see right here is output. So then import order matters due to references, it's true. We need to import restaurants, and then because so what we need to do right here is we need to import restaurants and then categories, because each dish has to have a restaurant reference and a category reference, and then that way we build those relationships in order. So we're processing the restaurants first and the categories and the dishes. So yeah, we prepare restaurants with references. So we prepare restaurant documents for Firebase or Firestore input. So we just loop through all those restaurants, we copy the data, we get that document ID. Oh, there we go. We create a geopoint of the lat long from the JSON. So we have this lat long, which is huge in this location property. So then we just create as a Firestore geopoint, because that's what's used to display these restaurants on the map of the Toro Eats application. So yeah, and then we just return all of those prepared documents in the structure that we need. Like we have the doc ID, and that is going to be important because we're going to link that in the dishes reference. We need that. Same thing happens here for the categories. We get that reference, return those. And then after that, when all those two happen, we go through and we compare dishes with reference. And then this is where we have to do the linking for the reference. So we're going to convert those string references to actual Firestore document references. Because in the last video we had an issue where we would store the string of /restaurants /UUID. So that's the path to the reference. And in the last video with the issue, we're storing it like as an actual string. But what you need to do is you need to store it as an actual reference. So what you need to do is grab the reference to that document from the Firestore database and then link that. It's kind of like a pointer in C or something like that. You're just pointing to that address in our Firestore database. So yeah, this little handy dandy create document reference function just returns a reference. So you see like we have this database that's on the class itself. We grab that collection and then we get that document and then we're returning that. So yeah, we have these handy dandy type annotations where it returns document reference. Really cool. Really cool. So then, yeah, I think that's the rest of dishes, right? We're going through doing that for a restaurant, doing that for the category, return those prepared dishes, and then awesome. Import collection batch, so we're taking the collection name because we're looping up here, I guess. Okay, so in the import order, restaurants, categories, dishes, and then we're importing for each one. All that does is it works in batches of 50, so then we don't have any issues, or if there's like any processing issues, like we just don't want to input a bunch at once. It's always good to do batches and then commit them all at the end so there's no errors. Or if there is errors, you can grab them and then raise those errors accordingly. So yeah, we're just getting those docs based on the batch size. This is like some interview programmer stuff right here. Super cool. I love this about programming. This is like the coolest thing to me. You know, I've always been so fascinated on like different ways to solve problems more efficiently and whatnot. And there's certainly a way to do that, batch processing. It's helped me tremendously in my career and also in like side projects, just helping processes run more efficiently and whatnot. So always really good to process things in batches if you're having issues. Like it's always good to do that before you start throwing like concurrency and multi-threading in a problem. Like batching never fails. So then we go through, grab those, create those documents here. That's what we're doing. And then we commit those. Log. Cool. Everything's really good. I kind of want to... I had a discussion with Max. If you guys don't know, first time watching this video, Max is my business partner. He's the CEO and founder of Toro. And we had discussed that we wanted to get this data in, but me being the CTO and kind of technical advisor, I advised that we just start in batches. How convenient that we were just talking about batches. I don't want to throw everything at once, you know, and like potentially have an issue and try to back stuff out in super large quantities. So I'm just going to first go through and I'm going to process all Florida, California, and New York. So I want to start with like New York first because Florida's already populated. We've been crushing it with the data. You can see here like in our admin panel that we've got tons of dishes. I don't want to look at the dishes. I just want to look at these analytics because you get over numbers right here. It has a bunch of counts and whatnot. So yeah, total dishes. We've got 7,246 dishes available for 303 restaurants. So yeah, everything's looking really good. Things are working kind of slow. Still a video idea in the future. We got to make things faster. But yeah, let's go ahead and update this importer script with another flag right here. I'm assuming like what we can do is we're just gonna add an argument right here to add a state, and then what we'll do is just go through all those restaurants, and because we're processing restaurants, categories, and dishes first, or excuse me, restaurants, categories, and dishes, we can just filter based off of these addresses right here. We can extract this state, and then we can only process the ones for California, New York, and Florida. I think we are... I wish you could write SQL queries on your Firestore database. I guess I can try this. Like, I want to see... I just want to get distinct states of restaurants in my database. Like, I don't know why. I don't think I could do that. Like, select distinct state from restaurants. Boom. Come on. It's that easy. Like, MySQL, man. You fall in love once you learn. We are going to migrate this whole entire backend to MySQL at one point, if you guys are assuming yes. It's like the next high priority thing after we get all of these workflows set up to get all the data in here. I don't know, man. I'm not going to look too far into it. Let's just go ahead and assume that all of our restaurants in this database are Florida. Alright, so let's go back to our importer and say, open up handy little cursor here. I'm tired tonight. I don't want to think too hard. So that's what AI is for. Let's leverage AI. It's been a little laggy tonight since I've opened it. So let's hope it performs well because I don't want this to be a super long video. Please update this main method to include a argument to pass, which is state code, Florida, California, New York, and when that arg is passed, we are to import only restaurants and according dishes and categories based on restaurants in that provided state. Please make changes minimal. Also add a open menu equals true field to each of these docs being added so we can track them. It'd also be nice to write MySQL, or not even MySQL, I'm saying just SQL queries in general against Firebase Backend or Firebase Cloud Firestore, because especially when you add little flags like that, like you're able to do reporting on how much are these being shown in the application. Are users clicking on these more than other data that we got from the N8N workflow, or is it coming from Open Menu, or which other source? It's just a good way to keep analytics and whatnot. And like, I live in SQL land. Like, I write a lot of SQLs and I build a lot of business reports in SQL, so That's just kind of how my mind works when it comes to structuring data and building databases for reporting. Like, so the more I talk about it, the more I just want to like migrate this to MySQL already. But let's stay focused on one thing at a time. We need to get this to work and iterate more on the front end. Like, this is just kind of like some final ironing out on the back end so that we can start focusing on like UI, UX, and really iterating on the front end, because we're starting to get some good user traction and apps looking really good. We just need to be quick to iterate. That's the best way to be successful. You know, you just got to be able to iterate quickly, and we're learning, man. We're close. We're getting good. Yeah. All right. Let's look over the changes and give this a whirl. I got my phone out here. We're gonna test Toro live. I wish I had an instance of Toro running on Xcode like here on my local iPhone, but I don't, and I low-key don't want to try to get that working because I haven't in a while. I haven't worked on it in a while, and I did some cleanup on my computer, so I'm gonna have to like rebuild a bunch of things, and I don't want to do that because if I do, this video could potentially be an hour and a half, 2 hours long. So I love some good liquid drum and bass. So where were we? Sorry, I just got distracted. I was listening to the music. Okay, so import data, load all the data first, restaurants, categories, dishes, boom. Filter by state if specified. We don't have state. Do we have state code? There's no state code on the restaurant. So this is why you gotta debug Cursor's code. It's pretty cool. It's almost like you're a senior engineer. It makes you feel really cool. Like you're just like reading over code, and it's learning. You're reading, you're auditing, you're thinking through things, like you're reverse engineering things, and it's a good way to think. Like I've never really thought of it that way, but yeah, you're kind of just like an ultimate senior reviewer. There's no state code. Failed to filter on. The restaurant data is like this. Right, like that's what I would tell an intern. I'd be like, there is no state code. Go look back at the restaurant's data. Look at how it's structured. What can you do? Oh, I know that there is 1 string, comma, 2 string, comma, boom, that's what I want. So I'd split based on the comma, right? So I'd get an array of 1 string at the 0 index, at the 1 index, at the 2 index. So boom, I split at the comma, and then I grab that 3rd element, which is i.e. 2nd index in programmer world. So let's see if it does that. I could, but I don't want to. Let's see if it does it. He sees the issue. What did I say? What did I say? We're going to extract the state from address, city, state. Yep. Get it, split it at the comma. If it's greater than or equal to 3, I don't see an instance where that was a bad, but yeah, 1, 2. Oh, smart. So what it did, it's grabbing the second to last, which is smart. Yeah, it's always gonna be the second to last. It's always gonna be state and then zip. So like, yeah, we can scroll down to another one. It's like state zip, because that was a good edge case right there. I would have never thought of that. Where was that? Broadway. Here we go. So it's an address, Hotel Hive, Washington, D.C. Cool. So this looks really good. Second to last part. Smart. Filters. Filter dishes and categories based on the filtered restaurants. Cool. Okay. Did we change this to add the open menu equals true? Open menu equals true. Restaurants, categories. Cool. Guys, are we ready to do this? I think we're ready to do this. We got the virtual environment already ripping. Let's just read through once more. So I think that the only place when I was reading over this where I had a little, like, we're gonna have to run this from this data directory. Reason being because it's looking for a service account, right? And that service account defaults to there. So if we were to like cd into open menu or open menu, and then try to run this from, because we're gonna have to do like Python scripts anyway, like it's in this open menu scripts. And if we were to run it from here, since we're running it from this open menu, it's gonna look in this open menu scope for that service account JSON, and it doesn't exist. So for that reason, we're gonna have to run it from that data, and then we're just gonna have to give it the full path from the like, relevant to data. Likewise for the output, we need to make sure that the output's out here too. Now we move it out to data. Right? Because when we open those, import data, we take that data path, that's output. So yeah. Right? It's looking for that output. So if we ran it, whatever, you guys get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it. I'm going Python, open menu, scripts, importer, state. We're going California last minute. Nah, New York. I've been watching Suits and I love New York at the moment. Here we go. It's always fun, gets your heart racing a little bit, but good on me for adding in the flag, so we can always back them out. Everything's looked good. I love these logs. These are good, looking really good. So we got 14,000 restaurants, 241,000 dishes. Max is gonna be dumbfounded, bro. All right, let's see if I don't know if we commit. So if we imported batch, oh, so we're committing and then logging. So yeah, those should be in the database then. Let's audit right now. Restaurants, where open menu equals true. Yeah. Come on. Alright, I'm opening the app and I'm gonna see if Dunkin' Donuts we're getting. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Alright, so let's check in here now. Brother, this might be tremendously slow now that we're adding so many dishes. Let's go to restaurants. But I'm gonna open Toro. I'm gonna go to New York and I'm gonna see if restaurants are popping up. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. This is what it's all about, man. Crap. Oh, and there's no image. I literally made a mental note to myself to remember to add the stock image. And what's good with the date? We got the lat long, which is huge for the program. Let's see. Zooming out to New York. We're in New York. Look, we have Central Park Ave right here. Those are White Plains. Bronx, Brooklyn, New York, New York. Uh-oh. Good, that doesn't look good. Oh man. Real men test and prod. Alright. Sorry if I'm screaming at you. Hey man. The app is now... I wish I could see like the logs. Maybe I can see like the backend Vercel logs. Maybe. Yeah, everything looks good. Can I get the But I got I'm at the mobile. I'm not seeing any mobile routes here. I'm just seeing all back-end stuff.
See, this is what you love to see as a programmer. Just bang, 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 bang.
That's in the last 30 minutes. Boys been getting to work on Toro. Meanwhile, the real tech guys have been breaking it. Oh man. The app is now reporting string is not a subtype of type index. This wasn't. Oh crap. This wasn't happening before. I need a script to first back out all open menu equals true items, and then we will fix the other issue. Try and you fail. Just gonna get these out of here first and then fix it. This is a dangerous script. I don't like creating scripts like this. So, initialize. What happens? Initialize it, service account, dishes categories. What does this mean? Stream. Not entirely sure what that is, but looks good to me, man. I'm grabbing all the true ones, and then we're gonna append them, and then we're batch deleting them. Crap. Never like to do this. Python, open menu, scripts, clean up. Alright. Alright, that's how many we added. Guys, if you guys know about the Google Chrome extension that I just created, I want to sum all these and know how many it was. If I had to guess, man, it would add up to 12,000. Sorry if my tone's a little low. I just want things to happen the first time. Oh, here we go. Just match the number of batches. So we did 23. If you win 23, start getting sus. Could also do this. Just enjoy the music. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Absolute banger. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, it's on my phone. How about this next time? Alright. But what I was just about to say was, how about the next time we just try to test import with one restaurant? I'm zoomed in New York here. Let's go. Nothing. Oh! We just got that error again. So, yeah, it definitely has to do with something that I did. Oh my gosh, you guys are just getting blasted with music. Sorry. I tend to do that a lot. Alright, I don't want this to be an hour-long video, so let's get it. Should be about like 24 batches, right? And categories for the I wish I could see the logs for this. Like, this is such a weird type. String is not a valid subtype of type int of index. Like, what is an int an index of? Like, what let's take an example document. Rating categories. Not location. Not search keywords. Like, our document looks the same. You know what? See, I built this. I had chat or Cursor build me this data integrity report. I gave it access to like query my database, show me what was good with like the discrepancies, because we've got tons of different document structures, and like that's one of the disadvantages of Firebase, is that it allows for that flexibility. One of the advantages and one of the disadvantages. But I had it build me just like, you know, this kind of audit of the different restaurant refs that are broken, like duplicates, missing things, like different. So yeah, we got duplicates, broken ref schema issues, fixed scripts, so critical issues. They say that 207 dish references non-existent restaurants, meaning that we've got these dishes restaurant, or these dishes reference. I can't speak right now. We've got these dishes in the database, and they've got this restaurant. So like either it's broken, like a string, or it just doesn't exist. Here's some samples. So let's go to this doc in the database and see. dishes. Right here. Restaurant. Why is this restaurant does not exist or something? It exists. Can't trust it. Can't trust it. Dishes were a restaurant. Oh, because it needs a forwards. Oh, is that what's messed up? Brother, I can't remember the... Is that what's messed up? It needs like an extra forward slash? No. I think I wrote a script to fix that, so this might be outdated. Yeah. Duplicates, all duplicates. What are the duplicates? Yeah, because they're probably from different restaurants. Bruh. Unbelievable. See, this is where I'm more interested. This is what I'm more interested in. I'm more interested in schema standardization because we have way too many different structures. Like, alright, like one document has one extra field than another, and I don't want that. Like, so it has null as categories. So yeah, I've noticed this. I think that's an issue that I have with So it's updated at and created at, but then if we go over here, yeah. We need to say that, okay. Uh-oh. Sorry for getting distracted. Index. So just use like I want to use a restaurant that I know works. Perfect. Just do that. I'm just gonna give it a couple examples. So restaurant where name restaurant is it name? Name equals okay. That's just not gonna work. I'll do that. Ugh. I don't like this. I don't like storing image bytes. That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm just trying to get this top row. Dish. So let's go now to dishes, where document ID or restaurant equals, sure. Bruh. Limit one. Okay, so what's going on here? See, like, why can't I do... Ugh. Reference. It's a reference. Restaurants, right? Getting frustrated. Oh man. How about we just grab a dish where name, I know Max, prime rib dip. I'm on the app right now and I see that Max has rated this, so here you go. This is what this one should look like. Please make the dates a, what is the type? Timestamp. A Firebase Firestore timestamp. Feeling good about this. Oh, did my internet go out? No? Bruh. It's all good. Let's open a new one. Right? I just don't know why we had that error. I don't know.
My daydreams, it's more like nightmares.
Effen's been coming out with some bangers, dude. Played another song from him earlier that was really good. There was a comment in the song on SoundCloud that I opened on the screen said, I pooped. Poop's funny. I like this.
My daydreams, it's more like nightmares.
Oh, ingredients. Do we have ingredients in the dishes here? Alright. That's what we're gonna run. Changes look pretty straightforward. We made a cleanup script in case, so there was some burning timestamp.
My daydreams, it's more like nightmares.
Test mode. Cool. Let's rip it. I have faith in this one right here. I don't know what's going on. Looks like it's getting stuck. Wow, it works so fast on you. Alright, so I'm going to move my location out to Cali. Please don't have that error. What part's of Cali? I wish I knew. Oh! Rip. Different error though. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says type int is not a subtype of string question mark. Now the app throws an error saying, like, it knows what's going on in the code of the app. Like, neither do I. Crazy. Type int is not a subtype of type string. It has to do with like indexing or something. Like we're trying to use like the front end code is doing either an array lookup or a dictionary lookup, and it's getting the wrong type to look up in that dictionary. Like for you guys that are wondering what a dictionary is, it's this like syntax right here. So all data is a dictionary, and then this syntax right here, like with these accessor brackets, we're getting this restaurants field, our key value on this all data dictionary. Yep. And then when you to get values, you can like do like .get. It's a function on a dictionary. Yep. So just for you guys, so you know. Yes. So please fix. So please fix either. You can query it'd be cool if you can code like a Firebase Cloud Firestore MCP. Like I've got this MySQL server MCP that's able to run queries, so you can run SQL queries against MySQL database with read-only access. So what it's able to do is like do describe statements, so it can describe my tables, or run select queries, so it's able to see records and then see the types of fields and whatnot. Oh, so it's going to my API code. Cool. Let's go ahead and run the cleanup script. Yes, delete forever. So what changed? Looking at the code base, I can see type mismatches of Firebase structure, expects different field types following mapping. So what did it think? What did it search? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Really went through all of my. See how like the first thing it looks for is like context. Cool. More context. Next, the issue looking at Firebase document structures from code base, I see their type mismessage. API routes. Oh, it's the image. Oh my gosh, it's probably the image. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What is the stock Yelp? Usually they're dishes that they don't have photos for. They use like a stock photo. Erg. And for image URL, if there is none, please use the stock Yelp image at this URL. It's in there somewhere, bro. Like, I know I have it, and I'm gonna find it. Image URL. That looks like an actual photo. It's like from some of my earliest dishes, like these ones. Crap. You stuffed? No. Oh. Please be it. Please be it. I think this is it, guys. I think this is it. Oh, I have the string around it. Let's go! That's it.
Bang. Let's grab that. I think that was the issue, was the image URL, because I just remember that being an issue in the past. Song's a banger. This is a song that plays in that one clip of Solomon when he's like dancing with his sister and he's like, fire. Fire clip. Guys, I have a really good feeling about this. I love the uses of emojis with the AI. It really makes me feel good. We went to New York though, because we're Suits vibe right now. Guys! I see a restaurant Upper West Side. I see a restaurant in Soho. I see a restaurant in West Village, Midtown Manhattan. Let's go, guys! We're in. Look at that. That's New York right there. And I click on it. Guys, we just got open menu data MySQL normalized into Firebase, and now it's in our app. Look at all those dishes. That's awesome. Let's go. It doesn't like the dishes aren't getting an image URL. The dishes need to get the image URL as well, please. Alright, so since this is working as expected and really good, I'm gonna go ahead and do New York, California, Florida tonight, and then I might also do Michigan for Max, because Max has been spending a lot of time up there this summer. This is so cool, dude. This feels so cool. This looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and run that cleanup script once more. And then I'm going to run New York with, geez, please, man. I'm going to run New York with no, I'm going to run New York with no test flag. Let's go, guys. Moment of truth. I mean, I'm so hyped, dude. This is awesome. This is what programming's all about, honestly. Really, I'm so fascinated that chat, or it was more like my thinking as well, because I kind of know like the issues that have arose in the past with these front-end errors that we've seen. It had to do something with like the image URL, because that is an issue we've had in the past, because where we were saying that there was the int was not a subtype of string question mark. I think what was happening was like, whoa, guys, look at these pop up as batches are being added. This is crazy. I wish I had the app running on my phone. Look at them, there's more and more and more and more. Oh my gosh, this is just becoming unbearable. More and more and more. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow, guys. Oh my gosh. We're about to have 14,000. I mean, the app is super usable with all of these, though. Like, this is awesome, man. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. Eesh. No menu data found? Ugh. I just dropped my phone. I was so excited. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is awesome. And they just keep coming. I'm literally using my phone and it's just more and more and more and more. Wow, wow. Alright guys, well, all the Toria users in New York, you're welcome. I'm dumbfounded by how many restaurants are displaying now. Wow, we're all over New York too. We're White Plains, Garden City. Wow, all the way down over by the airport. Queens, Brooklyn, a lot of Manhattan, but we're getting like up to like White Plains now. It's so cool to see these come in. Big shout out to Chris, honestly, from OpenMenu. He did a tremendous job building this platform and getting all this data that we're now able to use in Tora. I'm in this East Village restaurant called Dirt Candy right now. Very cool, very cool. We might need to update the front-end code to only display restaurants that have menu items. Starbucks has to have a menu item, right? I just clicked on a Starbucks in Yonkers. I had a buddy Joe Petty from Yonkers. Miss him, hope he's doing well. Oh, there you go. Starbucks has some menu items. Love me some Starbucks. Oh, yeah, so we're just starting to get these menu items now. Cool. That makes sense as to why it was not working at first. Let's, we could get a live update in the... Oh my gosh, guys. We went from, do you remember at the beginning of the video, we're gonna timestamp this. We just did the, bruh. We had 303 restaurants, now we have 15,000. And we have 12,000 total dishes. And this number is only gonna go up because we're importing dishes right now. We're at 17 batches. Let's see. Let's go, guys. Average dishes per restaurant. Reviews per user. Posts per user. Cool metrics. Guys, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna give you one more walk through as this finishes. I'm gonna put myself in New York and I'm gonna grab a restaurant, show you the menu items, leave a review and whatnot. Make sure everything works end to end. So I'm just, since you've got a majority, we've got like almost 30 batches imported, I'm gonna go to New York. You know, because since I was just there, I want to leave a review for something I already had. I'm just gonna grab a... Houston, we may have a problem. These are some fat queries now. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Dude, we're gonna have like 1 million dishes by the end of all these states. This is crazy. This is so much data now. Alright, so now this next video is really gonna be our moneymaker. We're gonna have to optimize all of our queries now and all of our data fetching because we just went from 303 restaurants to 15,000. We just went from I don't remember this number. 1,000 maybe? 1,500 menu items? 1,700 menu items? Alright, well now we almost got 30,000. We're gonna have probably 40,000 by the end of this video. This thing's just cooking, man. I don't even want to know how many categories we have, too. Oh. 9,000 or 8,900. My goodness. We don't see mobile routes on here? I thought we do. Like, where's all of our mobile routes? We've been pinging mobile like crazy. Like I have been, at least. Alright, let's go live. I'm gonna go back down to Fort Lauderdale. Just want to make sure that this works. Let's go to Orlando. We just added a bunch of like Disney restaurants. Alright, hey. This thing done yet? Holy cow. I honestly just want to stay online so you guys can see the final number just from New York. Bruh. Bruh. This is just New York. This is just New York. This song right now is how I feel about the work that we've done here tonight. If you guys haven't been able to tell, I have a very wide array of music interest. Lately, I've been on this bass vibe, as you guys can tell. Kind of ripped through my SoundCloud likes tonight. You can follow me on SoundCloud. My name. I am Grazen. And we are on my likes. Oh, there we go. We're seeing the request from this. Is it done yet? Holy cow, guys. How many were we importing? Let's do the math. Oh, so this should be our last, like, 90th batch. Right? Oh my gosh, no. So it's 2, 4, 1... Guys, so we're gonna process 480 batches, so I'm not gonna have you sit around and do that. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna skip the rest of this, and I'm gonna fast forward to when all this data has been imported, and then show you the final number. So I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so the Firebase service importer is still running. We're at like 190. It's about to go to like 420 batches, whatever. So in the meantime, I figured that let's just go ahead and add the link to the App Store for Toro to the website. If you were to go to the live website right now, it just does that, but it is in the App Store. So let's go ahead and open the App Store. I think I could find it on here. No, it's Toro. Oh, boom. Here you go. This is us. Toro. What's new? Bug fix. Yep. Probably the best thing on the menu. Super cool. Super cool. Super cool. So this is what I need right here. I need this link. open a new terminal. Let's cd admin. Let's npm rundown. Admin source. We're going to the app. We're going down to the page. We're gonna find. Boom. Coming soon dialog. Yeah, you can do that for whatever. I want to. Boom. All right, so let's go to. Oh, brother. Oh, 3029 is what we're working with. Cool. Now let's deploy that. NPX for sale. Prod. Yeah. The reason I'm able to do that is because of this movie, this Vercel.json right here. I say that it's at this Vercel or Valera Solutions tutorial front end name. We just run the build, is the output directory, it's the install command. Boom. So yeah, what's happening right now is I ran the npx Vercel prod. I have it linked. So yeah, what it's doing is it's building the app, and then it's going to deploy it from that. From my build. So let's go navigate back to tourweeds.com. What's going on over here? 434. What do you guys think the count is for the dishes right now? 238. My guess is we're over 100,000 dishes. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever to load, bro. We're not getting numbers because there's too many. Yeah, that's the thing. Like get counts. I think it's timeout. Yeah, bro. Oh my gosh, what did we do? What did we do? What did we do? Yeah, it's timing out. Holy cow, man. Alright, so now we know what the next video is going to be. Hey! That's tourweeds.com. Alright, guys. That's awesome. That is just so awesome. So, yep, I think that about wraps it up for tonight's video, guys. We accomplished what we wanted to. We took our normalized Firebase data from MySQL open menu data dump, and then with that normalized data, we were able to import the restaurants, the categories, and the dishes for the state of New York. I was able to verify by looking on the application, and as you saw on that admin panel dashboard, that number is just going up and up and up and up. I'm probably going to stop this recording and instantly record a new video of me solving the timeout problem on the admin panel, because there's obviously going to be some issues that are going to rise with the application, but that's the fun of it. You know, we're making use of all the data that we got, and we're coming up with new problems to solve, which is awesome. That's the whole reason I love software engineering in the first place. So if you guys are still around, I appreciate you guys sticking around. I know this is a long one, but it was a very beneficial video to learn a lot. I think this is a good video to learn just some troubleshooting issues that arise, as well as just like building some systems in place to kind of fall back on. So yeah, tonight was a really cool video. We were able to tap onto the data stuff, get that inputted. I know Max is going to be psyched about that. And then we're also able to fix and deploy the website real quick to add that link. Yeah, guys, so appreciate you as always, and see you in the next one. Peace.